We have some big news this evening. Donald Trump may have orchestrated one of the largest market manipulation schemes in recent memory, and it may have happened all in front of our eyes throughout the day. Markets soared today in one of the most dramatic intraday reversals in recent history, and it all seemingly began with a Truth Social post from President Donald Trump. This morning at 9:37 a.m. Eastern Time, just 7 minutes after markets opened, Donald Trump quote said, "This is a great time to buy," with multiple exclamation points, signed DJT. At the time, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was sitting at about 37,488.51 points, one of the most lowest points in recent memory for the Dow Jones, and largely due to economic tremors caused by Donald Trump's newly imposed reciprocal tariffs that literally went into effect overnight. But then, at 1:18 p.m. Eastern Time, Donald Trump shocked the markets once again, announcing a 90-day pause on most of those same tariffs, excluding the 125% tariffs on China. And the market's reaction? Well, that was immediate and it was explosive. Within 10 minutes, the Dow Jones skyrocketed past the 40,000 mark, reaching 40,018.17 points before closing slightly higher by the end of trading. So the timing has left a lot of people wondering, did Donald Trump intentionally create a dip for insiders to buy into, only to trigger a massive rally with a tariffs pause, allowing massive short term gains? The answer seemingly says yes. This isn't just a speculative conspiracy. When you look at the details, because the devil, folks, is in the details, it tells a compelling story. Days before today, Donald Trump announced these reciprocal tariffs. 9:37 a.m., he tells folks to buy as the market sits near a short-term bottom. At 1:18, 4 hours later, he announces a 90-day pause, and at 1:28, the market erupts past 40,000 points, the Dow Jones specifically. It seemingly looks a lot like a perfectly timed market play, one that could have benefited only the wealthiest in America. Because most folks, truth be told, can't afford to invest. They don't have thousands of dollars lying around to invest into the market. Only the wealthy, many of whom are Trump's own donors. Is it legal? Is it ethical? That's debatable. It's likely legal, but it's likely not ethical. And a lot of folks have asked me, well, why isn't this insider trading, Aaron? And the answer is because the president told the public that it was a good time to buy. His quote unquote tip, well, that wasn't private. It was posted on his own Truth Social post. But the real question is one of intention and influence. A sitting president whose policy announcements can move markets by hundreds of billions, sometimes trillions of dollars, publicly encouraging people to invest, then immediately reversing policy to spark a rally. Folks, that may not be illegal, but it challenges every norm of ethical market leadership that we know. Then again, everything Donald Trump has done since taking office again back on January 20th has challenged all of the ethical norms that we know. Now, who made money off of this? The question is really going to be unanswered, at least for the short term. The trades today will be scrutinized. We're going to look to see whether or not members of Congress, whether political allies, or known insiders bought during the morning dip and then benefited from the afternoon surge. And while it may be legal, it's also a signal of unique power that Donald Trump holds not over policy, but also over the very flow of capital in our nation. And it's not the first time this has happened. Donald Trump has long demonstrated a keen understanding of markets and media, but today's events, well, there's a new level of economic command. With a single post and a surprise policy reversal, he effectively reshaped the economic playing field both in America and around the world. This moment may not go down as a financial crisis or a scandal, something like the 2008 market crash or the Black Monday in 1987. But for a new kind of presidential market maneuvering, this will make history. Market watchers, regulators, and everyday investors around the world, but especially here in America, will now pay close attention to what happened today. While Trump's message may have been public and his policy pivot technically transparent, the timing and impact of his statements suggest a level of strategic coordination that borders on economic orchestration. It may not be insider trading, it may be legal, but it's something new, something bold, and something potentially dangerous. In a market where perception drives price, the ability to manufacture a dip and then sell the rip with a few posts is a superpower no person, not even the President of the United States, should hold up unchecked. So, folks, what do you think? Did he manipulate the market?